Findings from that consultation?
I had a very, very, very fruitful and very enriching experience meeting leaders of different categories in Western Kenya, including all the governors of former Western Province and Trans Nzoia, including most of the members of parliament from that region. I did very, very significant tours into Busia County and significant meetings in Bungoma County, including a public lecture at Kibabi University, meeting with religious leaders and youth leaders, and getting to have a sense of what has been happening at the grassroots level while I've been out of the country. And as I mentioned, I will come back to the national stage after that trip and start consultation about the next phase of the program. That next phase included a number of select targeted trips out of Nairobi into the Mount Kenya region and at the coast of Kenya. But you see, the lockdown and suspension of public gatherings was imposed 4 days before I came back to Nairobi, which means that I've had to go back to both subterranean work, policy development work, consultations informally with the potential participants in our political engagement, reaching out to like-minded leaders in different political parties about what is our national interest. These are activities that I can do without breaching the protocols of the COVID pandemic-related restrictions. As soon as the COVID pandemic restrictions are over, you will see me roll out my activities as promised and as preparations continue right now.
Rallies, the works, we will see you out as per COVID-19 protocols.
Yes, and the necessary different steps of moving forward. They're all coming up.
Okay. One of the things, and I don't know if you've discovered this, and of course you've been in politics for a long time. You've been away for some time, but I know you would keep coming in, and you've been a veteran politician. Ideology, Daktari, is not a very big deal in Kenyan politics, some would say. In fact, recently, as soon as you announced that you are vying for the presidency, your grassroots critics had a few choice words for you. They described you as aloof, elitist, so far removed from the common man that you don't even attend funerals. I'm sure you've heard those words. What's your response to that?
All right. Any person who doubted that I have a relationship with the grassroots was welcome to see what happened on Saturday, the 6th of March, during my homecoming. Both in the kind of groups who were meeting on the way, but particularly the size of a rally in a rural setup that I had on that afternoon. But be that as it may, I mean, democracy allows everybody an opinion. Even a person who thinks that to be a good person, I should have been flying in from Geneva to attend funerals in his village. He has that democratic right to say those kind of things. But also I have to be responsive to the reality that there will be some things I have not known. I have to engage. There are voters who are born since I left government. Now, people who were born when I was a minister in 2002 are going to be voters next election. So it is true that there are people out there that I have to reach out to. And it is in the interest of my competition to paint me in the devil incarnate, and I can understand that. My responsibility is to show that I'm...
So there are those who are hell-bent on painting you as the...
Of course,
and
I can understand the reasons.
Devil incarnate.
Those whose assumptions of the competitive advantage are under threat will take desperate measures, and I can understand that totally. My challenge is, how can I, with humility, present myself not as an angel, but as a person who is struggling to understand the challenges and apply his best intentions, best competences with advice to dealing with those challenges. This is what I set out to do.
And so you're not going to fight fire with fire?
No, I don't think. I think I've outgrown that. There was a time, asked people who knew me as a parliamentarian, I had the capacity for repartee. But I don't think that that is a characteristic I want to carry on my shoulders anymore. I leave it to the next generation. I want to offer a role in calming down, helping, reason together. Particularly, let us find a shared view in spite of our political competition to address the challenges of those who are hurting because of this lockdown and the pandemic.
But linked